Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to do a boyfriend reading for Jaehyun to figure out what type of boyfriend he will be like. So let's jump into it. We are using new cards in Jaehyun's reading, so hopefully I'm able to read them. This is the first time I'm using them in the video, so let's see how that works out. Okay, so the general energy of Jaehyun as boyfriend is the cobra and the fish. The cobra is a fire element and the fish is a water element. So there's like this two opposing forces that are working within him. One that is full of drive, full of passion, full of wanting to get things done and taking action, and then the fish is an element that has more of going with the flow, more about going with their emotions. You know, in this case, Jaehyun will be the type of boyfriend that has this duality within him, one that is able to take action based on his emotions, his impulses. He's able to just get things done. Now, I do have to mention that based on the other cards that I've seen, which we will touch upon in a little bit, he seems to also be pretty grounded. Because of this pentacles energy that he has right here. So I do feel that he's not necessarily reckless, but he knows how to take his heart into consideration and take action upon that. So I don't feel a sense of immaturity or recklessness from Jaehyun. I do feel that he'll be the type of boyfriend that is still pretty aware of his surroundings, pretty aware of the people he's with and all of that. So with the cobra here, we have a sense of he is pretty grounded with all of the red that is here, because that's the root chakra. So he's aware of the 3D world. He knows how the world works. He understands. There's a bit of orange right here, so that tells me that he's pretty motivated. He's always driven to do something. He seems to work towards what his goals are, what his passions are, what his motivations are. He goes for them. And then there's a little bit of like a violet magenta color on the bottom, so that talks about the third eye, which tells me that he seems to have a very clear mind. He kind of knows what his goals are very clearly, and he knows how to get there. Or even if he doesn't know how to get there, he knows how to guide himself towards the right path, or the path that he's comfortable with, and stuff along those lines. So it seems like he is still pretty aware of his emotions and his spirituality as well. So what I mean by that is that his gut feeling, he trusts in that feeling. He also trusts when he can't really, if he can't explain how he feels about someone, like let's say he meets someone and he feels like some icky vibes about them, and he doesn't really have a reason to feel that way, he still trusts that instinct that he got of like, maybe I shouldn't be close to this person, right? So there's like that spiritual part that comes into play. Now with the cobra, I'm thinking of someone shedding off their skin. So this tells me, especially with the fish, Jaehyun is a type of boyfriend that is very adaptable. He can change very quickly to his environment, to his surroundings, and to the people that he's with. So he's very versatile in that sense. Now going with the fish, again, we have a red moon. So I do feel that this kind of shows that he's very in tune with his moon. Now, I don't know what Jaehyun's moon is in astrology, like in his natal chart. I've never looked at it, so I don't know what his moon is, but I do feel that there could be a lot of aspects with it, or it is nicely placed within his chart, so he knows how to work with it, he's aware of it, and he knows how to use it to his advantage, right? So he knows how to work with his emotions to help him transform into a driving force instead of like weighing him down. He knows how to work with his emotions to help him ground himself and being able to see things clearly and all of that. So I do feel that in this case, this fish, again, the fish makes me think of Pisces as well, which Pisces is a mutable sign. That again, that's where I was talking about this whole thing of shedding the skin. and how that relates to the fish is that a mutable sign is very versatile and is able to adjust to their environment and adapt very quickly. That's why some people think of Pisces as being like chameleons, right? They're able to, they flow like the water, and then they're a mutable sign that is able to just transform very quickly. So in this case, these two cards kind of show me that he does have a very he has depths within him that people can definitely explore, and he wouldn't be like your typical water sign. I know he's not. I think he's an Aquarius. So he's able to delve deep within his emotions, but at the same time he has like the fiery drive to just take action and move forward and get things done. So he doesn't delve too much into his emotions that people are like, whoa, he's not moving, he's not doing anything. Now let's look at the other cards. So we have balance right here. I'm not surprised that this card is here, especially with the cobra and the fish. This kind of shows that he has a very good sense of keeping himself in this in-between. He's very good at being in this gray zone or gray area of his life. Because fire and water are opposite elements, I do feel like he's able to work with this like push and pull of energy. Instead of creating these clashing energies within him, he's very good at just working with that. So because of that, I do feel that he will be able to bring a lot of new energy to whoever he's with. He'll be able to bring a new perspective to his partner. He's going to be able to bring like this mind-blowing ideas and perspective to his partner, and open his partner up to having a new perspective and trying to be in harmony and trying to stay balanced. Also, with this balance card, I do feel that all of the different faces that make Jaehyun the person that he is, he will be able to bring a very neutral ground to his partnerships. When he's in a relationship, he'll be able to come to a middle ground and just come to an agreement of sorts. I think he seems to be very flexible with his thinking and his ideas and his way of going about life. So I think he will be the type of boyfriend that can definitely understand his partner and like how they want to do things and all of that. The card next to it is mystery. Now this card also, wait, let me go back with the balance one. The balance card is green, so that talks about the heart chakra. So this tells me that Jaehyun is very genuine with wanting to compromise and want to have a balanced relationship. It comes from his heart. He's very sincere, and he maybe even thriving to, like, that's his goal, to always have a balanced relationship. So with the mystery card, it seems like he has this natural duality within him that may make him seem a bit of a mystery. Here we have a color purple, which makes me think on the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, which kind of I already touched upon a little bit with the fish card, but seems like he's pretty intuitive. Seems like, again, he's pretty in tune with his emotions. This feels like it could be like a new moon, so that tells me that Jaehyun is a type that is always looking for new beginnings, new chapters in his life, new things to do, new ways of getting things done and going about his life. So he strikes me as the type of partner that will want to always try something new. And it seems like he'll be the type of boyfriend that will want to involve his partner in these new adventures of his new goals and his new path and new journeys ahead of him. Also, with this mystery card, I noticed that there's like two rectangular prisms, which made me think also how in balance everything seems to be kind of like a pair somehow. So I do feel that there's this sense of Jaehyun always wanting to keep himself stable by keeping harmony and balance within his life, even if things seem mysterious, or maybe if he strikes me as a type of boyfriend that is kind of hard to figure out, or hard to pinpoint, or hard to understand fully, because of that duality that he just kind of carries. I do feel that he'll be able to show both sides of himself, but it will be kind of hard to understand or explain to other people how Jaehyun works. But with this mystery card, I do feel that maybe he's always looking at his options, he's always looking at the potentials, he's always looking at the choices that he has available. So I do feel that he is just a person that is always trying to see what works for him best and what's the best path and the best way to go about it. Now, I did mention the crown chakra and the third eye chakra, so I do feel that just means that he's very intuitive. See, he has a very good sense of sixth sense, right? He can see things and feel things that other people may not be too aware of. Now, with a success, this rainbow, it kind of looks like a rainbow, kind of like an arch. And here we have the sun. So again, there seems to be like a duality, because this makes me think of the moon, and here it looks like the sun, right? He seems to be pretty balanced, right? We have like crown, third eye, then we have here the sacral chakra, we have the heart chakra. So it seems like he's pretty balanced, as he has his chakras pretty well aligned, which could explain why there's this sense of harmony within him and in his energy. But with this success card, this strikes me as Jaehyun will be the type of boyfriend that will love to celebrate the victories in the relationship, love to celebrate the accomplishments that he has achieved, or that his partner has achieved. This success card made me actually think that he is the type of person that tries to stay pretty happy, because I thought of a rainbow, and to me rainbow seemed like a very happy thing, a happy symbol, a very optimistic symbol as well. But with the success card, the first thing I thought of was actually that Jaehyun is a type of boyfriend that will try his best and do everything in his power to make sure that his relationships work. He will put a lot of time, effort, and in a way adjust and make sure that everything works out and everyone gets along and that everything is doing well. Now with this card, the orange makes me think of someone that's very optimistic and very energetic. So I do feel that Jaehyun will do his best to cheer his partner up. He will do his best to make sure that everyone is pretty content, pretty happy. Because it seems like he tries to carry himself as someone that is... He seems to be pretty optimistic, so I do feel that he kind of has this contagious energy that will make other people try to be optimistic as well. Now, underneath the balance card, we have the Six of Cups, which to me, the Six of Cups talks about balance as well. It strikes me as he's the type of person that from a very young age, he learned how to compromise with other people, he learned how to work with other people, and because of that, he will bring that skill into his relationships. With this Six of Cups, it kind of tells me that he is the type of person that has a very happy and healed childhood, I guess, self or energy. It seems like his inner child is pretty present, pretty happy, pretty satisfied. This crow makes me think that he is the Jaehyun is very aware of where he grew up at and his roots and all of that, and that has definitely helped him be a very stable individual in the present time. But the crow makes me think of like this mystery card and this fish card, so there is some depth to Jaehyun that allows him to be pretty consistent and pretty, I was gonna say standard, but I meant like stable. Like he, his ups and downs are not too dramatic or too tragic or too over the top, because he seems to be pretty centered within himself. So the Six of Cups tells me that he will be able to bring a lot of comfort and security to his partner. He will be able to bring a sense of home to his partner. The Six of Cups makes me think of childhood, so I do feel that Jaehyun had a very nice childhood, or he has learned a lot from his childhood that has allowed him to be a very good partner candidate. I don't know what the exact word will be, but yeah, I do feel that he is able to overcome, or he's able to face challenges with a lot of optimism and a lot of not necessarily safety, but like he is very confident that he can handle any challenge or difficulty that presents itself in front of him. And I do feel that he will do his best to have a relationship that can handle the same things as him. Like it strikes me as Jaehyun will provide as much as he can to make sure that there is success in his relationship, and that not only is he successful, but also his partner will be successful in life as well. Now we have the Seven of Coins, and the Seven of Coins talks about patience. It talks about planting the seeds of an idea or something, and then leaving it for it to grow and to blossom into a physical, tangible thing. So with the Seven of Coins and this mystery card, I do feel that Jaehyun is very, very patient. He is someone that is aware of the higher order or the higher power out there. So what I mean by that is that he knows that there's just so much that is within his power. He's aware that if he wants something to get done, even though he's very action orientated, he is aware that there's some things outside of his control, outside of his power, and outside of his, I guess, abilities. So what I mean by that is that if he dreams about something, like he has a goal in mind, and unfortunately he needs to like wait for the right person, or wait for the right time, or wait for the right circumstances, he is aware of that. So he is very patient. He knows when to take action. He knows what is up to him for something to get done. And also he's aware that sometimes there's just some external forces that have to do their own thing and allow the pieces to fall into place before he can take action. So I do feel that this means that he is in no hurry to date someone. The Seven of Coins tells me that he's a very patient person. Now, this could be an energy that some people may see Jaehyun as very slow moving, and other people will see Jaehyun as a very patient individual, right? So I do feel that this card kind of just shows that he's a type of partner that will give himself the time that he needs for something to get done. So that could be a bit detached for some people, but also he will give the space that his partner needs as well, which could be very valuable for some people. Again, it could seem cold, but I do feel that this comes from a very good place, right? Jaehyun knows that sometimes people just need to be on their own and figure out their own things, face the unknown on their own, and just face their own shadow self or something along those lines. Now, the last card that we have right here is the Four of Coins. And the first thing that I thought of for Jaehyun was that he is very protective of the people he cares about and the goals that he has in mind. Maybe his job, he really cares about it, so he puts a lot of energy into it. The Four of Coins usually talks about someone that can't let go of something. So one thing that I thought of when I saw the Four of Coins right underneath success was that Jaehyun is a type of boyfriend that doesn't let go of things too easily. So but it doesn't feel necessarily too bad. It kind of feels more like he's a type that will not give up on something so easily. Like, he will put effort into it, he will put his time into it, he will put his energy into it, to try to gain success and try to make sure that it works out, right? So what I mean by that, especially with this mountain on the back of the Six of Cups, Jaehyun is a type of person, not necessarily just boyfriend, the type of person that will do his best to make sure that something works out. He will, if there's a challenge or an inconvenience, or if there's a rough patch on the road, he's not going to let that discourage him from continuing towards his goal. So if he has someone in mind, or he has a crush on someone, he will do his best to approach that person. He will do his best to make it work. I just feel that just because he has the mentality of like charging forward, taking action, and going for his goals, that doesn't necessarily mean that he'll go very quickly. It doesn't even mean that he'll be very upfront and blunt and straightforward with the person that he likes. He could be very gentle about it, and he could be like one step at a time, right? One baby step at a time, one stepping stone, right? Like, he'll take his time with it if he feels that that's the way to go, or or that's how he feels comfortable approaching a situation. So with the Four of Coins, I do feel that he is someone that just doesn't give up very easily. He puts the time and effort into it. He is very protective of the people he cares about, especially with the Six of Cups. It feels like whoever left the long-lasting impression on him, or whoever he had a very good relationship with, he values it a lot, and he treasures those memories, those people, and the things that he gets from them as well. I do feel that with this card, he seems like the type that will give quality time to people, not necessarily gift giving. With this Four of Coins, I kind of feel like he's not much of a gift giver. So yeah, what is it called? Quality time and actions. He seems to be a very nice person, so his actions kind of just reflect the type of person that he is. But yeah, quality time. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the first time that I use these cards in the channel. I just got them like in a week or so, and I've been working on them and trying to learn how they work and all of that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that it kind of just worked, and it flowed very easily to work with them, with Jaehyun's energy. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope it was enjoyable, and I'll see you on the next one, and whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye.